Hello, it's me again. I have another segment that I'm going to talk about. Today we're going to talk about ego. Men and women's ego. Well, now, this is going to be a big part that some people don't want to hear about. Maybe some do. Remember the fella that I was telling you that I was in love with? Well, I'm still in love with him. But I finally this is not me having the ego, it's just me trying to realize I've got to stop loving him. But he has an ego. And I'm sorry for hurting, for posting this, but maybe it'll help somebody else understand that your ego gets in the way of loving somebody. And you hurt other people. And you hurt children. Woman or man, I don't care who you are, stop it. And here's another thing. If you're being with a person for 4 or 5 years, and you decide, oh, that woman don't smile no more. Maybe you need to ask her why she don't smile. One little simple question may help your relationship. If you've been with a person 10, 20 years, and you decide you just don't want to be with that person no more because you're not happy, maybe you need to sit down and see, because there's kids involved, that woman is involved, or that man is involved, and you've already had several different relationships before. Okay, that's a red flag right there, telling you there's something wrong. And it's not the other people, maybe it's you. You need to look in the mirror and see what's wrong. Okay, maybe you like to drink. Maybe you like getting out doing four-wheeler riding. People, you don't understand, they do like doing things like that. I don't accept drugs. I don't accept a lot of drinking because I was abused by drinkers, and I understand that part. But four-wheeler riding and horseback riding, a little bit of gambling's okay. Let them do it. Let them have fun. You go do what you need to do. You get out, you have fun. Try to make your relationship work. If you can't, then just leave. But don't try to do things because that person's been, let's say, in a relationship for such many years and you want to overdo that. That's ego. You need to look in the mirror at yourself. There's a lot of you out there that do this stuff. You all need to quit because you hurt people's feelings. And it's not only the woman or man's feelings you hurt. There's kids involved that you hurt. I don't know what it is wrong with you all, but maybe you need to step back, look in the mirror, look at y'all's relationships you've had, and say, okay, this was what was wrong with this one. This was what was wrong with that one. Say, well, maybe I need to make some difference in myself. Step one, the changes in me. What is the bad part about me? Is it the gambling, the drinking, the drugs? Maybe I'm addicted to other women. Maybe I'm addicted to other men. Maybe I just need to be single and have a single life and don't have a relationship at all. If that's the case, just don't fool with a person and tell them that you love them, because you don't know what love is. Love is when you will do anything for that person, and I mean anything for that person. You would go in front of a train and stand there if that person would ask you to. And I would have. And I did stupid stuff. My life ain't grand because of that relationship I had. I still love him. I'm trying to stop. I'm not gonna cry because I'm getting stronger every day. I wish that, and maybe you people out there would realize that you hurt us. Yeah, no, say nurse, because I hurt. I'm in pain. Been in pain for years. You need to see that you're hurting us. If you don't love us, don't tell us you love us. Let us go. And you can't be friends. It can't be friends. You can't. It's just simple as that. Because it just brings back feelings again. I tried that. I've tried several years. But I've always been there for him. And I can't do it no more. And you all can't either. You've got to stop. You got to stop loving that person. You got to stop being there for that person. You got to start doing things for you. I can't move on until I stop loving him. You can't move on until you stop loving them. So start by stop loving them. Sit down and think about it. Is this where you want to go? See if that person wants to stop. If that person wants to stop, then fine, stop. But when they tell you one thing and then go back and say something else, it makes you very confused. I know. It has me. But I'm tired of being confused. I'm clarifying myself. I'm purifying myself. I'm done with it. So you should be too. And the ego. Their ego is so high because they can kind of control you. They're really saying, oh, I've got this person under my wing. I can make her or him do what I want, and she's mine. When I call her, that person will be there. Practically what they do. And yeah, we will. Well, stop. It's time for us to put our foots down and say, hey, hun, not no more. This little missy here is making a change. That's one change we got to make in our lives to make ourselves happy and make our kids happy. So let's make it today. Start our resolutions of making a change with our relationships, of not letting a man or a woman's ego control us, because it does. So let's start it today, and let's make sure we keep that going so we can have a better and happier life ourselves. Maybe with somebody else that loves us like we did that person. It'll happen. Or maybe that person will see what they lost and they will realize and come to you and say, okay, I'm ready. Let's live a life together. But they got to be ready for it. They got to be grown up for it. They got to understand it takes two, not one. Money-wise, love-wise, everything. So both of you got to be in it to win it. It can't just be one side. Because you can't have one person playing volleyball over here and the other person just standing because the ball's just going to be here. How's the ball going to go back and forth? It won't. Kind of silly, wouldn't it? But you got my point. So I hope this video helped, and I'm sorry for the look because I was cutting grass and just thought of this today. And peace out.